Hi, design thinkers. In this course, let me start that again. Hi, design thinkers. In this video, I hope to introduce you to the course, kind of give you my take on the course outline, the assignments, and provide some of my expectations for engagement for you so that you can be successful. To start, the big picture, a guiding question for me behind this course is how can I think like a designer of learning, or how can I draw on the discipline of design to think about my teaching practice in new ways. I find teacher as designer is a really good metaphor for thinking about the role of teacher to be responsive, the role of teacher to be innovative, the role of teacher to have empathy and respond to the needs of students, and really the role of teacher to create the conditions for learning, which is vastly different than teacher as disseminator of knowledge, teacher as a knowledge expert, a student as recipient of knowledge. We're reframing as learner and teacher of creator of the conditions for learning. So I hope that in the first weeks you start to dig into the discipline of design, translated into education, and all through the course, the course is set up for you to practice design. And then while you do, reflect on what that means for you as a teacher. So that's the big picture. The three assignments are really work together. The first assignment is all about knowledge building and community. I'm going to be designing weekly activities for us to take up the content of the course, build knowledge together, practice design, engage in exercises that get us experiencing design, providing critique and revision to peers. And this first assignment gives you an opportunity to have that engagement in D2L, provide you with a mark that supports you towards your final grade. You will get a chance at the end of the course to curate from your participation in D2L to make a case for mastery. And that kind of frees you up a little bit, I think, to take some risks, to really think about colleagues rather than all the time thinking about trying to meet the criteria. Rather, I want you to consider putting ideas out before you're ready, taking some risk, iterating, showing that you're thinking like a designer, which really connects to assignment 3, where there's a look at design coming into this course, and then at the end, coming back to this big question of so what for teaching and design. What can you learn about teaching? What have you come to think, and what might you practice? And you reflecting on that. In a way, that's kind of the real goal of this course, is for you to be able to think how this influences your practice, and that assignment gets you to come back and synthesize that thinking, which lion's share of our work, in a sense. It's where we're going to practice design together. You're going to identify a wicked problem. You're going to go through a design process to consider the needs of the user behind that problem. You're going to ideate lots of different ideas. You're going to select something promising. You're going to develop a prototype to learn more about, chronicle this whole journey in a medium of your choice. Share that documentation back to me. It might be a sketchbook. It might be ongoing design process notes. It might be a series of reflections or journal entries. It might be video vlog style. You can think about what it might be that will track your journey over time. Designers like things visual, so you might consider trying to draw things out, sketchnoting, if that's a not too scary space for you to be brave and try. And then at the end of that assignment 2, you're also going to create a lightning talk, which essentially is a design story of what your problem was, what you learned, what you tried, what your next steps are. And really, that's the focus for me. It's not on creating a product, but rather on learning about how to meet user need and identify problems, respond in feedback loops, and practice design. And assignment 2 is your that. Okay, so that's the big picture of the course and the 3 assignments and how they interconnect. My expectation for you starts with coming to D2L every week to see the weekly steps. You'll see the course outline already is really scaffolded out, so you can see week to week what your needs are going to be and or what your steps and expectations are. I will use the news item in D2L to give you a really explicit set of steps of what you need to do towards the final deliverables. That's going to build all of your pieces towards your final deliverables. You won't have to then be figuring out how to fit that in around your own work, but rather that's designed for you step by step. I think of like the staircase metaphor towards getting to success. I know you have your own timelines to do this work in, and so each week it will be designed with that in mind. But to be successful, you'll want to check each week, reserve some time in the week to do do the tasks that are laid out for you, and in that you'll know that I'm going to take you towards the final assignments. Similarly, the Zoom sessions are really important. Collaborative times. If I can make a video, I'll make a video like this. I won't be lecturing in our Zoom sessions or sharing information. I'll be facilitating experiences. And it's not the kind of thing that you'll then be able to just watch afterwards, because it's all about your dialogue and cycles of response with others. So take a look at those Zoom meeting times and schedule them in. Lastly, my expectation is that you reach out and let me know what you need. I think I already talked about that in the introduction to the instructor video, but that'll be key starting now. I'm open and available to respond to you. That's the work, so please reach out. Okay, I hope that gives you a 10,000-foot view. I'll dig into each of the assignments separately as we go and provide explicit descriptions to those. For now, thanks for listening, assuming you're still listening, and I'm looking forward to our next steps together. Thanks.